Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are going to be exploring basic statistics using Pandas. We'll be working with the student performance factor dataset from Kaggle to demonstrate how to generate statistical summaries in Pandas. By the end of this tutorial, we'll have a solid grasp on how to perform and understand basic statistical analysis using Pandas. So before we dive in, I want to let you guys know that the code and datasets used in this video, along with the resources from the rest of this series that we've been doing, can be found in my GitHub account. So let's get into it. The first thing we'll be looking at is basic statistical functions in Pandas. So Pandas provides a wide range of built-in functions to perform basic statistical calculations. And most of these can be accessed through the describe method. So in this section, we'll explore, describe, and other individual statistical functions that can help us summarize and understand our data. Diving into the describe method. The describe method gives us a summary of basic statistics of our data. So by default, we only get the numerical columns from our data. It can also handle categorical columns, but we'll look at that later. So from the output, the key rows from the numerical columns are the count, that gives us the number of non-null entries, the mean row, where we have the average value of the column, the standard deviation, that gives us how spread out the values of the column are, the mean gives us the smallest value in the column, the 25th, the 50th, which is the median, and the 27th percentile. This helps us understand the distribution of data. And then finally, we have the max, which is the largest value. As I alluded to, we can customize the type of summary that we want. In order to do that, we can use the include and the exclude parameters. But we'll be focusing on the include parameters. So with the include parameters, we can either include just objects. So meaning we'll get summaries from the object columns of our database. The output that we looked at was from the numerical column of our database. That's by default. So with the object column, we're going to get like 4 rows. They are the counts, which gives us the total number of entries in a particular column. The unique row, which gives us the number of unique category of the column. The top row, which gives us the most frequent value from the column. And then finally, the frequency row, which gives us the frequency of the most frequent value. We can include all, which will get numerical and then the categorical combined. So now let's focus on the custom percentiles. We've talked about the 20th, the 50th, and the 70th percentile. So by default, those are the percentiles that we can get if your data requires us. We can also generate more percentiles. So to do that, we can use a percentile parameter. We've talked about the include parameter. The percentile parameter allows us to customize which percentile that are shown. So in this example, we have the 0.1, 0.5, and 0.9, which are the 10th percentile, 50th percentile, and then the 90th percentile, respectively. You can add as many custom percentiles as you want. So that's it for the percentiles. The describe method gives us a combination of some of the basic statistical functions that Pandas has, but you can also get access to the individual statistical functions. So it's something to keep in mind whenever it's necessary. There are also other statistical functions that are not in the describe summaries. Example of this, cumulative statistics. Pandas offers functions to calculate cumulative statistics, which can be helpful when you are tracking changes over time or analyzing trends. So some of the cumulative statistics that Pandas offers are the cumulative sum, the cumulative product, cumulative max, cumulative mean. Aside from the cumulative statistics, Pandas also offers correlation and covariance functions. This allows us to calculate the correlation and covariance between two columns. This example gives an indication of how you can apply this in your own code. Other statistical models that we can also look at. These are miscellaneous statistical methods that we can look at. The skew, which helps us to measure asymmetry. We have the ket, which helps us to measure the tiltedness. We have the sem, which is the standard error of the mean. And then we have the absolute. It gives us absolute values of our data. So these are some methods that we can use to help analyze the shape and spread of our data in more details. In conclusion, we've looked at an introduction to basic statistics in Pandas. We've covered the describe function. It's something that you'll be using very often. It's something that is commonly used during the analytical phase of your data analysis. So we've looked at how to compute the individual statistics, and then we also look at a few other advanced and miscellaneous statistics like the correlation, cumulative, skew, and absolute. So Pandas makes it easy to perform these calculations. It gives us powerful tools to explore and understand our data quickly. In the next video, we'll dive into more advanced Pandas function. If you found this tutorial helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Feel free to drop any questions or suggestions in the comment section below. I'll see you in the next one. Keep exploring and learning. Bye.